In the realm of romantic relationships, being too nice can sometimes lead to unanticipated consequences. This may seem counterintuitive after all. Who wouldn't want a partner who is always agreeable, always accommodating, always nice? Yet this is where the paradox of niceness comes into play. Societal norms often expect women to be the nice ones, the peacekeepers, the empathetic listeners. But there's a thin line between being nice and being too nice. When a woman is too nice, she may be perceived as lacking assertiveness, individuality, or even authenticity. It's crucial to understand that this doesn't apply to all women, but it does resonate with a significant number. So, what's the story behind this paradox? It's not about advocating for rudeness or discourtesy, but rather exploring why perpetual niceness might not be the most attractive trait in a romantic partner. So, why does this paradox exist? Let's dive deeper. Attraction, a complex interplay of factors, is more than just physical appearance. Dive into the depths of the human psyche, and you'll uncover layers of traits, emotions, and behaviors that contribute to the magnetic pull of attraction. Confidence, assertiveness, and independence are among these key factors. These attributes, often underplayed by individuals who fall into the too nice category, can significantly enhance attractiveness. Confidence, for starters, is a powerful allure. It's the unwavering belief in oneself, the ability to stand tall even when the odds are stacked against you. A confident person radiates a certain energy that draws others towards them like a moth to a flame. Now, picture a woman who's too nice, always placing others before herself, often at the expense of her own needs and desires. While her kindness is admirable, her lack of confidence can dim that attractive spark. Next, let's talk about assertiveness. It's the ability to express one's feelings and assert one's rights while respecting those of others. An assertive woman is attractive because she knows her worth, she knows what she wants, and she isn't afraid to say it. But when a woman is too nice, she may suppress her assertiveness to avoid conflict, often resulting in her needs being overlooked. Independence, the ability to stand on one's own feet, is also a strong magnet for attraction. It signifies strength, resilience, and the capability to handle life's ups and downs. Yet a woman who's too nice may lean towards dependence, always seeking others' approval, which can overshadow her independence and thereby her attractiveness. The role of challenge and excitement in maintaining romantic interest shouldn't be underestimated either. A relationship with a sense of mystery and unpredictability can keep the flame of attraction burning brightly. However, being too nice can sometimes result in predictability, which might dull the excitement over time. Being too nice can sometimes signal a lack of these attractive traits. But how so? Well, stay tuned as we delve into the pitfalls of being too nice in our next scene. Being too nice often translates to being overly agreeable, passive, and lacking boundaries. Now you might be wondering, what's wrong with being nice? Isn't that a good thing? Well, it's not about being unkind or rude, but about maintaining a healthy balance. When you're too nice, you might find yourself suppressing your own needs and desires. You become the person who's always available, always ready to help, always putting others first. At first glance, this seems like a virtue, but over time, it can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration. You might start to feel like you're losing yourself, your identity becoming entwined with the needs and wants of others. Another pitfall of being too nice is the inability to assert yourself. You might find it difficult to say no, to express your own opinions, or to stand up for yourself when you're treated unfairly. This can leave you feeling unheard and unappreciated and can undermine your self-esteem and confidence. It's important to remember that your voice and your feelings matter just as much as anyone else's. Finally, being too nice can open the door to manipulation and disrespect. When you're always agreeable and never challenge or question others, it can signal to them that it's okay to take advantage of your kindness. It can also lead others to perceive you as weak or submissive, which can further erode your sense of self-worth. But let's not forget that relationships are about balance. They're about give and take, about understanding and respecting each other's needs and boundaries. When you're too nice, this balance can be disrupted. Your relationship can become one-sided, with you always giving and the other person always taking. So what can you do? It's about finding a balance. It's about being kind and considerate, but not at the expense of your own well-being. It's about learning to assert yourself, to say no when you need to, and to stand up for yourself when necessary. It's clear that being too nice can have its downsides. But what's the way forward? Let's delve into that in the next segment. In relationships, as in life, balance is key. A well-rounded relationship thrives on a delicate equilibrium where niceness is blended with assertiveness. But how do we achieve this balance? Firstly, it's essential to understand that being nice doesn't mean you're a pushover. It's about being kind and considerate, yes, but it also means standing up for what you believe in. This is where the concept of self-love comes into play. Self-love is not about being self-absorbed or narcissistic. It's about acknowledging your own worth and not allowing anyone to treat you less than you deserve. When you love yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. Next, let's talk about setting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls to keep others out. They're guidelines that help others understand what you're comfortable with. They're a sign of respect for your own well-being and happiness. Don't be afraid to communicate these boundaries to your partner. Remember, a healthy relationship is a two-way street, and your feelings and comfort are just as important. Now, expressing personal desires and opinions might seem daunting, especially if you're used to putting others first. But it's important to remember that your feelings, desires, and opinions matter. They're a part of who you are, and expressing them doesn't make you less nice. On the contrary, it makes you authentic. It's okay to disagree, and it's okay to want different things. What's essential is to communicate these differences in a respectful and considerate manner. This journey towards a balanced relationship is not about changing your character or becoming someone you're not. It's about growth, self-improvement, and learning to assert yourself while maintaining your innate kindness. It's about being true to yourself and not losing your identity in the process of loving someone else. So as we navigate this complex world of relationships, let's strive for balance. Let's be kind, but let's also be brave. Let's be considerate, but let's also stand our ground. Let's be loving, but let's also love ourselves. Remember, it's not about being less nice, but about being more you. So, there you have it. We've dived into the paradox of excessive niceness and how it might not be as attractive as one might think. We've explored the psychological intricacies of attraction and the pitfalls of being too nice. We've underlined the importance of striking a balanced approach between kindness and assertiveness. Remember, it's about being authentic, not about being overly nice or pleasing. In the journey of love and relationships, being true to oneself is the most attractive trait of all.